Okay, welcome back to this series of video tutorials for converting Elvira and the Party Monster to from Future Pinball to United Pinball. And in this video we will simulate the ball stack for the lock mechanism. So before going right into the scripts, let's talk about the real table. So I did a capture of the documentation. So for the lock process, the ball comes from here. It comes from here. Maybe I will use this. It comes down from the skull here. Trigger the switch 29. Then it goes. It makes the turn here. It continues down and go right here and with gravity goes right there. So this is for the first ball, and as you can see in here it triggers the switch 29, the switch 49, sorry. This is the switch that's triggered with the first ball, and the next balls will come right from the same path, and it will stack in here because there is the first ball, and thus triggering a switch 50, and here for the third one. So there is also another switch here, 52. It's when the ball has to be ejected. The kicker comes from this way and kick the ball out. The ball triggers the switch 52, goes over the ramp, jump above this path, this highway, and drops in here, or around in here. And so as you can see, this is a stack above the playfield. It's not under the playfield, but it may be some kind of hard to tune to mimic it above the playfield. So let's take a look at how it's done in Visual Pinball. So actually this is the scripts of the Visual Pinball table, and it's right there. They use a ball stack, okay, so a regular ball stack just like the main through. And also there is something more. I think it's the switch 52, which is triggered. No, there is nothing special about it. Alright, so they do it using a ball stack. So we will do it also with a subway. We will fake it with a subway ball stack, and maybe later we will come to it to add more realism, but this will be in another video. So let's do it. To do that, we will need to modify the table, the Future Pinball table. And so we will save as a new version under a new version. So by the way, we can clean a little bit because we don't need the old tables anymore. So let's move these here. And this one was a test. Can remove it too. Okay. So it's been saved, and so in Visual Pinball, sorry, you have right here the ball lock kicker, which holds the ball stack, and this is the switch when the ball is ejected, triggering 52. And right now there is something in Visual Pinball you can do that you can't do in this version in Future Pinball. It's a ball stack with only one switch, with only one kicker. So if I go back on the Subway Manager where we did the main through ball stack, as you can see there you need the entry kicker and the out kicker, the exit kicker. And the problem, if you use the same name as we try to mimic physically under the playfield, there will not be different space enough under the playfield for the balls to be triggered. So right now we will modify this. In the future version there will be a ball stack with only one kicker. Actually it's a vertical stack. And but now we will just modify the table according to this. So we won't need this switch anymore, as it will be done under the playfield, and we will create another one maybe later. So we'll have to create another kicker. So let's just copy this one. This will be the ball stack entry. As it's in a place in the table where we can see it, it's not important choosing the model, but let's call it ball lock entry, and let's rename this one ball lock. That's it. All right. Just to be sure, let's put 0 rotation on this one. And there is something more we have to add. It's just a guide to prevent the ball going over this kicker, because sometimes if the ball goes too fast around here, it will not drop into the kicker but pass just over it, and that's not what we want. So we will add a guide, and this will be a wall, a simple wall. We will, oh sorry about that, we will move it. Oops, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's clean things in a little bit. We just need to display the guides here. Okay, so let's add another wall. Okay, and by default the walls, the wall or the guide points are smooth one. So right click on it and disable it, because if you don't need to smooth things on, just don't do it. This is because we will have to interpolate things, and it creates more triangles to interpolate, and if we interpolate and we have more triangles, for the physics and the collision or the display, it will not be optimized. So we don't need it, we just put smooth, no smooth one. So this is our wall. Let's check that the height is good, 29 for this one and 29, so it's okay. It can be rendered, yes, so it's good. So now we're good. Let's save it, and let's do not forget to edit the changelog, because we created a new version of the table to keep track of the modifications. And we will write reworked. So we will work the ball lock area. Alright, and there is one thing missing. It's a new switch for what it's called in the documentation. This one, the 52. We have to create the switch just like they did in in Visual Pinball here. Okay, so for this we will create what we call a fake script, a fake switch. So the fake switch will be, we create here on the control a new switch, not a new switch, a new trigger, but it's not in control, it's in triggers. So it's a simple trigger. We will place it here. It has a different we don't care about the shape in here. Let's keep this one and rename it switch 52. All right, and we have to be sure that it's above the ramp at this place. So to do it, we will just save the table, and it's faster. We will launch it right under Future Pinball. Okay, click F11 to move using the free cam. And as we can see right here, the switch is under the play field, so we have to lift it up. And to do it, we will have to put it on a surface here. So there are multiple ways to do it. We can do it right here, or we can do it under Unit3D Pinball. So if there are fake surfaces, so this one is far too high, this one is too high too, so let's copy it. We will put it nearby the switch, just for clarity purpose. And it's not rendered, so there's no need to hide it. Remove the collidable to be sure that there is no unnecessary collider, slowing down physics. And let's just change the height of it, so I guess it's around 33 millimeters. It has to be almost centered with the ball when it passes this place. So I save it. Oh, I have to affect it, so let's call it exit lock exit ramp. Sorry about it. Lock exit ramp, and let's affect this one, so it's, call it lock exit ramp, save and launch again. F11, and let's check that it's correctly placed. Okay, actually I think it's a bit high, it's too high, so we will lower it a little bit right here. I think it's let's say 28 for this one, and let's keep it like this and go scripting. So also, as this is a fake one, you can uncheck random model, and when it will be imported into Unit3D Pinball, you will have the collider, which is not which is just a box around this object, but not the rendering object itself, so it's kind of an optimization too. Okay, so now let's go scripting. Maybe I will save right now this video, and we'll do another one for the script part, because it will be maybe too long. No, forget about it. I will try it right now. So we said that we want to do a new ball stack. So let's copy under the subway manager initialization function. Let's copy the ball stack we just did for the main through. Okay. Let's create a base switch node, subway manager node, and call it ball stack ball lock entry. And let's use the name we did, so ball lock entry for the entry trigger. So, and it will be, from ball lock entry to the ball lock exit. Right here we can just copy the line from Visual Pinball, and this is it. So just check it. Okay, here it's quite the same, except that we use -1 for the switch number if there is no switch at the entry, triggered at the entry. All right, and then we have 49, 50, and 51. There will not be a solenoid for the entry kicker, so the ball is directly sent into the ball stack, and the outside kicker is, according to the documentation, let's go to the solenoid and flashers table. Now maybe we will see clearly here, and it's the 8. So let's call it 8, and the ball will take maybe half a second to cross. Okay, so without entry switch and 3 stack switches, 49, 50, 51, 49, being the ball lock exit 1. Okay, solenoid 8, and it's all good. So let's launch the table and try this ball stack, and I will pause for you right now. Actually, I did stop the loading process because we forgot to add the support for the switch 52, and we have to go to the init switches objects here, and this is a fake, so this is a standard one. We just have to uncomment this and add standard switches. It was 52 if I remember correctly. 42, no, I don't know, 52, right, 52. So this will be, maybe we will have more later instead of switch, and it's okay. So now I will launch again. Okay, so now we are all good to test the ball stack we just created. So first let's see if we have correctly set up the ball stack under the subway by pressing the M key to analyze the subway and use F to navigate in these things. So this is our entry kicker, and we have 1, 2, and 3 switches, for the last one being on the exit kicker. So it seems to be correct. Let's go to check how it's working in here. And now you can see we don't see the switch, but it's right here, the switch to 52. And let's try if it's working. I start something, I start a game, and let's launch the first ball. Okay, it seems to have entered correctly. We can see the ball right here. Then send the second one. Oh, it's okay too. Right, now so the switches 49 and 50 should be triggered. If I look at the slot explorer, and we have 49. The 50, where is the 50? Maybe actually the two switches seems to be triggered correctly. If I go there, 1 and 2, I don't know why it's not the 50 triggered in the slot explorer. That's strange. Okay, so I think I figured out the bug. What the bug was. It was just a mistake right in the ball lock list. It's not 20 but 50. Let me save and launch it again. Launch the table again, and everything should work fine right now. Okay, let's try again. I need insert credit, start a game, and launch the first ball. Let's see the slot explorer. Slot 59 is okay. Let's launch the second ball. Slot 50 is correct too. And the last ball, 51. Okay, so the multi-ball is launched, and let's see if the slot 52 is triggered. Yes, it is. So the ball eject seems to be correct. The force is good. It comes right where it has to. But let's just let me show you something into the Future Pinball table. Actually, the authors used fake guides here to guide as you can see, the render things are not doing. So to guide the ball and to stop the ball here, maybe we will remove it now to add more realism to and more randomness to the simulation. Maybe let's try without it. Save it and go again. Try again. Okay, so let's try again, but before that, let's just pump up the exit kicker, and using the physics tuner, it's an oriented kicker, and let's double the strength of it. I save, and let's do launch again. So the first ball, good. Locking the second ball. All good too. And the last one. And let's zoom to see where the kicker is launched. Okay. So we will have to tune things up because there was a little bit too much strength, I think, in my opinion, in this kick. But Here's the first. Here's the second one. Oh, actually, the ball is kicked right away because the lock is not enabled, so it's sent to. It's far easier to test. And alright, it seems correct to me. So this is it for this video for the ball stack, for the ball lock stack. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.